When you've got the contact information, you want to offer a combination of high value content where you're teaching and you're sharing, as well as making offers about the next step to take with you. This is Page Up with Dr. Angela Lauria, helping you write a nonfiction book that gets clients, drives revenue, and builds credibility. Learn more at pageuppodcast.com. Hey, in today's episode, we are going to talk about turning readers into revenue. Now, the way most people think this works is you write a book, you make sure it's a good book, you put the book online and in bookstores, people magically find it, they buy it, they read it cover to cover, they decide you're brilliant, they track you down, they reach out, they describe what they'd like to buy from you, they share with you your budget, and then you have turned readers into revenue. This happens to pretty much no one ever. It is not the common order of operations, even though that's what most people expect. So what I'm going to teach you today is the way our authors have learned how to turn their tens of thousands of readers into hundreds of thousands in revenue. And it all comes down to what we call a book funnel. It's our path to book revenue funnel, and it flips the script on the role that your book will play on the revenue side. Most people expect a book is going to be what generates revenue. If I sell 1,000 books and I make $10 a book, I'll make $10,000. We find it doesn't work quite that way. The best way to use your book is to build awareness. So at the top of the funnel, we have the widest reach for your book. We want to get your book into tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of people's hands. Most of our authors can give away about 500 copies of their book a month. If you can give away 1,000 copies of your book a month, you can probably make $1 million. That's what we find. 500,000 will lead to about $500,000 business, 250 books, $250,000. The way that you will give these books away is by using your book to connect with other people's audiences. There are people out there, spa owners, boutique owners, restaurant owners, there are business organizations, there are doctors. They already have a list. They have clients, customers, prospects. And if your book can help those people, you can partner with somebody who already has an audience, speak, present, or write and share your message with that audience, and then give your book away to that audience. Now, what most people do to promote their book is they focus on their list, their Facebook followers, their friends and family, their email list if they have one. What I say is forget your list, find other people's audiences, OPAs. And once your book is done, use your book as a way to reach out, write an email or a letter, place a phone call, drop a text, share your book with people who have an audience at no charge to them, and offer to share your message with their audience at no charge to them. Now, this is going to be much easier to do, to give your book away, than it is to sell it. If you said to somebody, hey, I'd love to come talk to your patients or your customers, and at the end of my speech, I'm going to sell them a $20 book, that's not that appealing. But if you say to somebody, hey, I'd love to come talk to your patients or customers, I'll share with them the findings in my book, and if anybody wants a copy of my book, since they're connected to you, I will give them my book as a gift from you to them. You'll look like a hero, and I will be able to help more people. It's a win-win-win. It's a win for you, person with an audience. You'll look good. It's a win for me because I'm spreading my message, which is why I'm on the planet. And it's a win for your customers, your patients, your clients, because they're going to get a free book and some information. The purpose of a book is not to get book sales, but to build awareness. Now, that's step one. Step number two in our Flip the Funnel book funnel, your path to book revenue, is when you give that book away, very simply, collect contact info. It can be drop in a business card and I'll give you a book. It can be write your email address on this yellow legal pad. It can be go to a website and put your email address and your phone number in. But in exchange for your free book, you must get their contact info. And if you're delivering the book digitally, that's a great reason to get their contact info. What is much more valuable than $10 for your book is somebody's contact information. Contact information from people who are interested in the problem you solve. Step one on your path to book revenue is get in front of other people's audiences with the message in your book. Step number two, give that book away in exchange for contact info. We want to make sure that we have that contact information because the next step is to nurturing a long engagement, a relationship that goes beyond the book. You can turn readers into revenue when you develop a relationship with them. And you can only develop a relationship with them if you've got their contact information. When we come back, I'm going to tell you how we can give that information away, what's too much to share and what you need to keep to yourself, and how you can then convert those readers into customers or clients. All right, we're back. And now we're going to talk about those readers you've got. My goal for you is to be giving away anywhere between 100 and 250 books a week. That means you're connecting with other people's audiences, step one. You're giving the book away in exchange for contact info, step two. And you're nurturing those relationships. That's what we're going to talk about right now, step three. When you've got the contact information, you want to offer a combination of high-value content where you're teaching and you're sharing, as well as making offers about the next step to take with you. The best thing to share at the beginning is a link to your calendar. If you can develop a relationship, share some high-quality content, give some great ideas, and periodically offer a link to get on your calendar, you will quickly learn what problems your readers will pay to solve. Now, here's one of the secrets of nurturing that I love. It's one of my favorite things about my job, is that you can give everything away. A lot of people have these shady deals about what to share and what not to share. And I say share everything, because the value comes not from the ideas that you share, but from the implementation of those ideas. So as you nurture, share case studies, share your personal story, share every tip and trick you know. But the key is only share them one at a time. Don't overwhelm your reader. Keep your content in short, bite-sized bits of information. And don't bombard them with requests to buy from you. Occasionally, and my advice is 1 in every 7 emails, you can slip in your contact information, your calendar details, but focus mostly on being an awesome person. Give it all away. Share your best stuff, because we want to buy from people who we know, like, and trust. And you can build that relationship by sharing your best stuff and your client's success. Now, when you offer that calendar link, you'll get folks on a phone call with you. And step 4 is about listening to what your prospects need. Your job when you get them on the phone is not to describe your offer. It is not to share with them what you want them to buy. Your job on that call is to ask questions and listen deeply at a meta level to their answers. Why did they get on a call? What are they needing? What are they wanting? What are they suffering from? I remember listening to an episode of one of my favorite podcasts. It used to just be a radio show. Now it's a podcast. It's called This American Life. And they have an episode about a used car lot. And the manager of the used car lot said to all of his salespeople in the morning, nobody comes to a used car lot that doesn't want to buy a car. Now, what everyone will tell you today out in that parking lot is they're just looking. But think about it in your own life. How often have you gone to a used car lot and just looked when you weren't in the market to buy a car? If someone gets on a call with you, they are in the market to solve a problem. Your job is to find out what that problem is. And the way you do that is by asking questions. Ask great questions. Get to know them. Do not coach them. Do not offer solutions. Your job is to diagnose the problem. And only when you clearly understand the problem in their words can you consider making an offer. Now, making an offer is step 5. But I want you to be very selective. You're not going to make an offer to everyone you get on a call with. In fact, I'd say only half the people will even hear what you do or how much it would cost to work with you. If someone has a problem you don't know how to solve, you don't make an offer. If your used car lot sells cars and trucks and someone is in the market for a boat, you don't try and convince them to buy a Honda Civic. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with a Honda Civic. It just means they were wondering, do you have boats on this lot? If you've got a boat, sell them a boat. So, in step number 5, you must repeat the problem in their words and the result they want in their words and get them to agree. What I've heard you say is you really want to buy a boat because you want to be able to go fishing. Is that correct? Now, if you can get that prospect to say, yes, that's my problem, and yes, that's the result I want, and you know how to get them that result, then and only then is it time to make an offer. Your offer should solve the problem they have, not the one you wish they had or you think they should have, but the problem they actually have. People will buy from you because you can solve a problem. And that's how we flip the book funnel. Now, how do you make more money? Well, after you solve their problem, now you got a lot of credibility with them. You could sell a longer program, you can represent other programs and get a referral fee. There are lots of other things you can sell once you have a buyer. But the first thing you have to do is listen and solve the problem. If you can do that, you will make a client for life. And that's how you use a book to make money. Step 1, use your book to get in front of other people's audiences. Step 2, collect leads by giving your book away. Step 3, nurture that relationship without being a nudge. Step 4, get on the phone and listen. And step 5, if you can help them solve a problem, only then do you make an offer that is what they want, what they need, what they desire. And step number 6, once you've got a client, build loyalty and make them a client for life. I have so enjoyed sharing with you how to turn readers into revenue. I hope you have learned a lot. I want to hear your favorite takeaway. So join me over in Facebook. I've created a group just for you. It's called the Difference Makers Club. You can find it by going to differencemakersclub.com or searching for the Difference Makers Club on Facebook. I want you to share what your favorite lesson was from today. I know it might sound like a lot, but if there's just one takeaway, it'll get you on the path to turning readers into revenue. If you're ready to build your business with a book, take my free class at pageuppodcast.com.